Previously on Sanctuary.
The war has begun.
Abnormals in the path of the agent are showing rapid onset of clinical paranoia and extreme aggression.
Pitting humans against abnormals, deciding who lives and who dies. The Cabal has to be stopped. It's why I started this mission more than a century ago.
Dr. Watson? Not as in James Watson, who's a member of the Five.
Why are you here, Druid?
Let us save the world as we know it, and time allowing, reassert my superiority in our battle of wits.
Nigel Griffin is dead, but his powers were passed on to his granddaughter, Clara. I just know that we only have days to stop the destruction of every abnormal on Earth. It may well be the source blood could stop the disease in the form of a synthesized antitoxin.
Where did Gregory hide the vial?
The lost city of Balasam in the Indian Himalayas.
And he made sure that only the 5 of us acting in concert could retrieve it.
Which is a bit of a problem if, in fact, I have killed Tesla. Hello, Nicola.
It's all been destroyed.
It's over.
There has to be a way into the labyrinth.
Your mother and her colleagues will no doubt try to stop us. I promise you they'll fail. They'll fail because you're going to help us complete our plan.
Where's Henry?
Not far.
If you hurt him, I swear I will.
Oh, we will hurt him. In fact, the quality and quantity of what remains of his life very much depends on you.
I'll tell you whatever you want, just let Henry live.
Is that what you think we are? Killers, murderers?
That bioweapon you set off? Not exactly charity work.
In fact, that's exactly what it is. A helping hand to the humans, so that they can clearly see the threat to the very survival of our species.
You're starting a war.
We're controlling our destiny.
Most of the abnormals out there are peaceful. They aren't a threat.
Every abnormal we don't control is a threat, Ashley, despite your mother's propaganda. How many so-called peaceful abnormals have you destroyed? You know, I like your mother. There was a time I even admired her, but we are fighting for humanity's survival, and she's chosen the wrong side. Are you ready to choose yours?
Where's the amazing lost city? The temples, the archives, decent restroom.
It's gone. Destroyed long ago.
By the age of this vegetation, I'd say, I don't know, 50, 60 years?
100 years. If the growth pattern of this hedera is any indication.
Destroyed how?
Looks like some sort of massive bombing. No, it couldn't have been from the air, though. There were no planes that could carry that kind of ordnance 100 years ago.
4 days of constant bombardment. Hundreds of men, their heaviest weaponry, cannon placements there and there, long and short range. Likely a combined effort of the Russian, French, and Spanish forces.
I thought by that point in history, all the vampires were wiped out.
They were. They retreated here to preserve what was left of their culture. They'd been culled to within a hair's breadth of extinction. They weren't a threat to anyone. This was a slaughter.
Gregory's instructions mentioned a hall of records as a starting point.
They also mentioned a city, fully intact. For all we know, the caverns below have been destroyed as well.
Sorry, John, are you suggesting that we just give up?
Oh, don't bait me, I'm not in the mood.
Perhaps if we were looking for some nubile lady of the night for you to slaughter, then you'd suddenly perk up and become incredibly helpful.
Gentlemen, enough!
Good work, old boy. Another test of my loyalty.
Just checking.
What do you want from me? Talk to me!
How long have you known of your condition?
It's not a condition.
Do you know the exact geographical region where you were found? What kind of treatments has Dr. Magnus prescribed for you? Can you elaborate on their effectiveness, length of transformative episodes?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't! No!
Shh. We simply want to help you get better.
I'm not sick. This is not a condition.
You're a Class 9 hyper-accelerated protein life form, fairly rare. As is the control you seem to possess over mutative stress triggers.
Please, you do not want to make that happen.
On the contrary, we very much do. Although I can understand why you would resist.
I'm not ashamed of who I am.
I certainly hope not, because we intend to bring out your alter ego permanently. The knowledge we gain from you will be invaluable. Your kind have been hiding in the shadows for far too long, Mr. Foss. We're going to bring you out into the light.
Anything?
Nothing for miles. No other entrances to the mountain.
It'll be dark soon. We should head back and start fresh tomorrow.
No, you go.
Yeah, I'm staying too.
There has to be something, just a sense of...
Scale. Yeah, exactly.
There.
What?
Well, I know it's from a distance, but the location of this central ziggurat here should be that area right there.
Assuming the city was built around it, absolutely.
You mean that the Hall of Records is located
27 meters southeast of our current position. This is the main thoroughfare, the central meeting hall. It's the wall defenses. And the Hall of Records. Took me a while to locate the right markers.
Wow, you totally got that. You saw everything.
Oh, very clearly, Will. Very clearly.
Well then, let's have at it.
Time. You factored in time. Shifting architectural patterns as the city grew.
Oh, time is a constant, Will. Now, all visual clues have to be measured against multiple parameters. Time often being the most telling.
Like another dimension.
Yeah, it's just one of many. And once you understand the way they interact, you'll find that very few mysteries will confound you.
Man, that is killer stuff.
Yes, I've always thought so.
Are you certain?
Yeah. Should be the main foyer for the Balasam Hall of Records.
My father's instructions mentioned a passageway or corridor leading to subterranean caverns below.
We have no idea what the original interior of this building looked like, let alone where an access point may be.
Well done.
I'm seriously geeking out right now.
As am I.
Why would the vampires build a cavern beneath a hidden city? Seems kind of redundant, don't you think?
Well, even though they were the conquerors, the rulers, the overlords, they advanced civilization by centuries. Their knowledge, their technology was far more advanced than anyone could have imagined back then.
So they kept their secrets well hidden.
Well, they knew the world had turned against them, John. They would have calculated for the possibility that Balasam might one day be found and pillaged.
Lest their wealth of knowledge fall into the wrong hands. Miss me?
John.
Oh, I know he's difficult to kill, but I'm sure there are ways.
Is that before or after you retrieve the blood? Because frankly, Good luck with that if I'm dead. You know, you can't do it without me. Nice move. Last time we met, Johnny. Took me a while to get over it.
Not long enough, old boy. Care for another helping?
What are you doing here, Nicola?
Isn't it obvious? The Cabal want to turn the world into a war zone. Only the ancient blood can stop it. Yes, I do keep abreast of current events. Thank you.
Yet you refuse to answer any of our communiques.
My dear James, you're looking older. Feeling your age?
Ever the gentleman, I see.
And what have we here? I'm guessing that one of you must be a blood relative of Nigel Griffin. Otherwise, why would you have been brought along? I hope you're up to the task.
Damn straight I am, Skinny.
You I like. You, I don't know.
I'm Dr. Zimmerman. I work with Dr. Magnus.
Protégé. Well, the mission's necessary disposable item.
Stop this, Nicola. You know what we're facing. Why not make contact?
Firstly, I prefer to work alone. Secondly, I don't trust any of you any more than you trust me. That's why I skipped the orientation part of the tour.
How did you get down here?
There's another entrance, far side of the mountain. Just have to know where to look for it, which I do. Now, follow me. Magnificent, isn't it? All that remains of my ancestors, their work. 10,000 years of knowledge and power hidden from the world.
You've been coming here for decades, haven't you? This is where you got the idea to revive vampires as a race.
Your father, he did his job well. Despite my best efforts, we can only retrieve the blood as one. None of us can do it alone.
Tell me, Nicola, if we do succeed, will you actually allow us to take it away? We all know you have such wonderful designs for it. An army of newborn vampires being just the start.
I may want to see my ancestors reborn, but that can't happen if the abnormals become a global threat to humans. None of us could withstand the chaos that would bring. Okay? But tell me, John, are the rest of us to trust you once all is said and done? You who once put your own daughter in harm's way for just a drop of Helen's blood. Oh, yes. Having that vial all to yourself would certainly solve your health problems for a long time, wouldn't it?
Gentlemen, we are here for a reason. Nicola, lives are at stake.
This way.
John. Thank you.
What the hell was all that about?
Well, the guy who invented radio just dissed Jack the Ripper.
What are you doing, Dana? You haven't asked me one real question yet.
We have a lot more to discuss, so please. Ashley, if I wanted you dead, there are more effective ways than a poison drink.
I want to see Henry. Now.
I assure you, he's fine. Satisfied? Thank you. I'd like to keep you alert and cooperative.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. If you put a truth serum in this, trust me, I will do a tap routine on this floor rather than tell you anything.
To tell you the truth, I'm a terrible poker player. I never bluff. As for what we want, information's not the only thing. Not when you have so much more to offer us.
It won't work.
You've been off your medication for almost a day. The safeguards have left your system. The pain you feel will end when you stop resisting the change to your natural state.
If I change, you'll kill me.
True, but we'll have learned so much in the process. Henry, this will be a noble end for you. Think of it as an organ donation after your death. What we learn from your alter ego may eventually save lives. Another 10 cc's.
No, no, don't.
This place goes on forever.
It's a labyrinth. It's designed to keep valuable secrets from those who would steal them.
Was that aimed at me?
Yes.
Some sort of a numeric code?
My mother's birthday. My father's favorite password. It's his handwriting.
Latin?
His favorite language.
It's a caveat addressed to all 5 of us. It's a warning that the blood should only be sought by all of us or not at all.
And only for the most altruistic reasons.
Well, saving civilization from global chaos and war seems worthy, but he's your father.
It's a map of the labyrinth.
Look, there's 5 notations here.
Yes, 5 tests. Each has one of our names beside it.
What kind of tests?
They're designed specifically for each of our gifts, impenetrable to anyone else.
My father knew that in order to prevent any one of us from trying to access the blood alone, he had to use the technology the vampires left behind to safeguard their secrets.
And even you couldn't find a way around it.
I know. Nervous yet?
And at the end of each test, there's a key. Once we have the 5 keys...
We can access the vial. My father loved the metaphor of keys. He saw them as symbols for the unlocking of secrets.
So we can assume that none of these tasks will be simple and easy?
Knowing my father, absolutely. May I?
Oh, yes.
Will, take Clara to Griffin's test. That's here. Watson, yours and John's markers are close together. Down there, work as a team. We'll all meet back here with our keys.
Which leaves you and Nicola. Your tests are marked for the same area.
I guess your father liked us best as a couple.
Helen, if you can wait.
I'll be fine.
Such chivalry.
If any harm comes to her, accidental or otherwise...
I have no reason to do her any harm, but you. I'm finding more reasons by the minute.
Honestly, I am surrounded by adolescents.
Let's go.
Seems we get on this way.
This room was marked Griffin.
Doesn't seem so bad. Okay, this is bad.
I believe this is our stop.
2 Latin inscriptions, almost identical in meaning.
Almost.
Truth lies. Lies truth. Slightly different turn of phrase.
Both doors, apparently with no means of opening them, yet behind each of these doors lies our keys. Logically.
Logically. Both our names were set for these doors, which implies that Gregory intended for us to work together.
So we cannot retrieve one without the other.
Putting the analytical genius and the cold-blooded killer in the same place.
There must be a reason beyond cruel irony.
He designed this. He knew us as friends, James, not as enemies. It was before I...
Yes. Doors that won't open. Yet their shape, they suggest something exists beyond. A chamber, perhaps.
Which I alone could access, but which door do we believe? Perhaps both? Neither.
I don't know, but I'm convinced of one thing. If we choose wrongly and you teleport behind the wrong door, I'm sure you will find solid rock.
Well then, you best choose carefully. Old friend.
This is insane.
No, it makes sense. Whenever light reflects off anything visible, we lose ground.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. So all you have to do is make it from here to there without casting a shadow, and we'll get the key. You can do this.
No, I can't.
Clara, this is just adrenaline triggering anxiety in your brain. You gotta take the focus off yourself, forget about everything else except for the goal.
Yeah? How?
Well, how'd you focus when you used to steal?
I picture the store clerk naked. It helped me not feel so...
Vulnerable, perfect. Okay, so just picture me naked.
It's not working.
Clara, you've done this 1,000 times.
We're in a labyrinth, Will, in the Himalayas. I am going to die here.
Hey, look at me. What can I do to help?
Well, if I have to do it, so should you.
What? Look, people can see me. You can see me. That's not fair. I mean, I shouldn't have to... Okay, fine. This is ridiculous. Satisfied? Clara?
Don't drop my clothes.
Sorry.
Your test.
Yeah.
You said you tried to steal the blood once before. That means you've already done the test.
No, I tried to steal it. I never succeeded in actually getting the key.
You're afraid.
Your father managed to rig this tunnel here with a massive geomagnetic current. Voltage derived directly from the Earth. Do you have any idea how much electricity that is?
He knew you were hard to kill.
Well, this just might do it. Your father really didn't like me, did he?
You're an acquired taste.
Uh-huh.
The seventh girl you murdered. April 1888. They found her body under a bridge near Wapping. Why move her from Whitechapel? This tormented me. I mean, why taint your calling card? Why change the rules? I remember I asked your opinion at the time over brandies at the Reformer Club, and you said, perhaps the old boy is losing his taste for the sport. Well, were you?
My actions were not of my own, but thrust upon me by an irresistible force. No. It must have been quite the blow to your ego when you finally learned the truth.
It was not just that I failed to see the clues laid out before me. It was that it was you, John. For God's sake. It was you. Veritas jacet. Truth lies. Latet veritas lies truth. Now, the subtle but vital difference is that this epigram translates as lies buried, as in dead, whereas this means lies at rest, a much more benign expression. And thus it follows that we must choose between life and death.
That's it? That's your unassailable logic?
Gregory and I shared a passion for Latin. It follows that he would hide the clues in the subtleties of the language.
So, either a chamber lies beyond that, or a perfect chance for you to exact your revenge for my past actions. Care to reconsider your choice?
Second key is undoubtedly within the second door. Indeed, this key may unlock it outright. In which case, you might leave me here to die.
Yes. I might.
Well, why don't you?
Well, as I once said, I have lost the taste for the sport.
Release the first key. The second is freed as well.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Oh, shut up.
There should be adequate cellular penetration by now.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You may begin. Cut the power.
Thought you didn't bluff, Dana.
It has been an absolute pleasure talking with you. I wish we had more time, but it's time to say goodbye.
What did you do to me?
What we had to. Turns out it actually was as simple as quenching your thirst. And I'm afraid I did lie to you. You're going to die today, Ashley.
You felt genuine concern for me. Admit it.
Nonsense.
Oh, you still like me. It's so obvious.
You tried to kill me.
Yeah, but you know, we all hurt the ones we love. Your turn.
Clara, don't stop.
I can't do this, Will!
You're almost there. You're
Crazy.
almost there. Clara, just keep going.
do this.
Refocus on the goal. Don't think about anything else. It's just the key, okay? You're doing great.
Not much of a test.
You're a total daddy's girl.
Helen!
All right, Father. Two by two. All right.
Keep going! You're doing fine!
I got it!
Okay, come on! We don't have a lot of time! Let's bring it back!
2 times 2, 2 plus 2, 2 to the power of 2, and therefore 4. That is too easy.
Will! I can't make it across!
Claire, you're gonna have to jump! All right, just don't think about it. You gotta jump! Clara! Come on! Come on! Where are you?
Will, come on!
2 by 2. 2 by 2. It's not an equation. It's a reference. Noah's Ark, right? Your favorite metaphor for your work. Right. So what's the permutations of abnormal life? They're endless. Therefore, it's infinity. Right? Infinity. Thank you.
Nice, but I think somebody must have screwed up.
Bloody hell!
Move your legs, old man! Clara! Oh, no, she was right with me.
Relax, Will. I'm right here. I asked you not to drop my clothes. And look, they're filthy. Nice job, Will.
Interesting.
Oh, well done, William.
Thanks. Where's Helen?
Shall we?
Finally.
Haven't seen this in a while.
Is that it? That's the blood?
The power in that vial. It could change history. Create any kind of future we choose. We? Don't worry. I intend to see this through. Antivirus and all.
Watson!
Oh my God. What happened?
The inevitable, I'm afraid.
The suit. It stopped working.
It's been failing for some time, hasn't it? Really worked since we left the sanctuary. I knew that this was a mission I would not return from, and it was worth one last challenge, Helen. You I shall miss. William. There is something that we are not seeing. This was too easy. There's something else happening, something going on that we're not seeing. You must find the missing piece.
What is it? What's the missing piece?
Find it.
Sit down. Hey, hi, it's me. It's Henry. Almost there. Listen, are you okay?
Huh?
You're all cold when I found you.
I need a gun.
Here.
Cell phone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. What happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it. You?
Yeah, me neither.
What about the codes for Lazarus?
I'm on it. I found a network interface in this lab here.
Rockstar. Anything?
There's a whole data encryption package here. Looks like a lot of code. One of them should control the dispersal unit remotely. I'm gonna download the whole file to a jump drive.
How long?
Just need a couple more seconds.
Ashley. Mom, we're ready for dust off. Trace the cell signal.
Good. Stand by.
Come on. Okay, I got it.
Easy peasy. Let's roll.
This is so not good, Ash.
Just give him a few more seconds.
Ashley.
Hey.
It was good timing.
Thank you.
Crap. Ashley. Get her to the infirmary. What the hell happened to her?
I don't know. We were separated a long time.
See, you're supposed to say, "Hey, Clara, you did great. Way to conquer your fears."
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about stuff. You did do great.
Thanks for taking off your pants.
You never have to thank me for that.
I can't believe this place. I thought I was a one-off, a freak.
Clara, why don't you stay here? And just for a while, just to see what it's like to be part of something.
I don't know, being connected to places and people, it's not really my style.
Well, that's because neither was accepting of who you are. I think that's gonna change.
The view is just way too romantic.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
How is she?
She's unconscious. Something's wrong. Her blood pressure's elevated. I need to run more tests.
You've done something to her.
She'll be all right, John. She's strong.
I'd like to stay close if you don't mind.
Of course. John. Thank you. What is it, Will?
Something Watson said before he died. About it all being too easy, that we'd miss something.
We got the blood. Seems like a win to me.
Yeah, but I just can't shake the feeling that he's right. That there's something else going on that we just can't see. I have to talk to Magnus.
Nicola!
What the?
Oh, no.
Doc, the drive we brought back, it's all fakey ghost data. There's no codes, there's no info, there's nothing we can use. Doc.
Isn't this just like you, John? Steal what we need the most and then stick around to gloat about it.
I have been here the whole time.
Ashley.
Magnus! Magnus! The whole thing was a setup.
Something else is going on.
We're too late.
Thank you, Ashley. You've been everything we could have hoped for. Welcome to your rebirth.